What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna talk about carbs, the dreaded word. Oh, gets rid of this and makes you all fat and jiggly, right? So that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the truth, we're gonna dispel the myths, and we're gonna tell you what types of carbs to eat, why you should or should not eat them, when you should or should not eat them, all of that. So if you're finding my videos helpful, please drop likes, subscribe if you want to keep seeing them. I do not do this full time. I just do this so I can get free information out, because I know there's a lot of people struggling who there's so much different information contradicting each other. I share what I've done with my clients, what works for me, works every single time. I spent years of my life researching this stuff. Also, drop a comment and tell me how you like the different backgrounds. So a lot of times, because I don't do this full time, I'm doing it when I have time. So I get home super late at night and I gotta go to work the next morning, and I'll just be in my room and I'll film a quick video for you. So I have a lot in my room, which is cool because it keeps a consistent background. But then I also like to mix it up so it's not always the same. So sometimes I'll go outside if I have time, or I'll do it right here in my living room. So tell me if you like the consistent same background every time so you can get a feel of my channel, or if you like me mixing it up. Any suggestions, feedback, I love to hear it. Video topics too, if you have any of those, please drop them below. All right, let's get started. So when the best time to eat carbs is, there's 3 times: morning, before workout, after workout. I'll explain why. Morning, when you wake up, that's when you need your energy. You're just starting your day. You want your body to have enough energy and burn everything else you eat throughout the day. There's no point in eating like a whole bunch of carbs right before you go to sleep, because you don't need energy anymore. And that's what carbs is, it's the energy source. So the best time to eat them is the morning. I always try to eat a good breakfast. It jumpstarts your metabolism. That's just the best time. So you want to eat maybe like a third, half of your carbs in the morning. Then the other times you want to eat the other half is around your workouts. So before your workouts, it's all about energy. So before your workouts, you need energy. So that's why you want to have the other types of carbs. I normally am an advocate for slow digesting carbs like oatmeal, like brown rice, etc. Complex carbs. Before your workout is the one time I will say it could be good to have a fast digesting carb, because it's going to go right into your system and fuel your workout. I still honestly prefer slow carbs. So rather than eating a fast digesting carbs like right before your workout, I would say eat a slow digesting carb maybe like 2.5 hours before your workout. So by the time you get to your workout, it's already in your bloodstream. That way you just don't spike your insulin, and that way it doesn't go to your stomach fat, and it feels a better workout still. So you get the best of both worlds. You get energy without the fat. The other time you want to have carbs is right after your workout. When you're working out, I say in like almost every video, you're breaking down your muscles. It's all about recovery. That is when you want carbs, because after your workout is when you need them the most, because you're recovering your muscles. Especially if you're trying to put on muscle, you do not want to skip out on carbs. You need carbs to put on muscle. After you work out, there's an anabolic window and you want to absorb them. And even if it's not within that window, you still want to have them after your workout, just to give your body the nutrition it needs to fuel yourself and to recover. So you want to fuel before your workout, you want to fuel in the morning, and you want to recover after your workout. Those are just general guidelines. If you can't stick to that, that's okay. Like if you eat carbs right before you go to bed, there's no magic that happens that makes you all of a sudden gain 20 pounds of fat. Nutrient timing, I believe in it. It's super beneficial. But if for some reason your lifestyle, whatever it is, you can't stick to that rule, I would say it's better to get on a macro plan and make sure you're hitting the exact number of carbs you need every day. I would say that's more important than the timing. So make sure you're eating the right amount of carbs. But if you want to take it a step further, the most beneficial times that your body utilizes that energy source, the carbs best, is in the morning, before your workouts, and right after your workouts. Types of carbs, I already said it. The best type is the complex carbs. So my favorite carbs to eat is oatmeal, potatoes potatoes taste so good too, and they're good for you. It's amazing. Sweet potatoes are my thing, or even like regular Idaho potatoes. I love cutting them up, putting some olive oil, and making like potato wedge / french fry thingies, whatever you want to call it. Delicious, tasty, great for your body. And rice is super cheap, so especially someone who wants to look great but doesn't want to spend all their money on food, rice is super easy to cook. You just put it in the pot and let it boil. You can go turn on Netflix if you want to be lazy, or you can do something else productive like do your laundry. Whatever it is, you don't have to sit there and watch it boil. So it's really easy, and it's really cheap, and it has a ton of carbs. So rice is one of my main ways of getting my carbs in. Even if you're cutting weight too, you definitely want to get carbs in. When I was cutting for this just 3-month cut I just did, I'm 177 about right now. I started at 197, so I just lost 20 pounds. I was tracking my macros on and off. So I was trying to track my macros, but I don't do fitness full time. Like I have a life outside of fitness, and I'm focused on making money. So I just got to the point where, I can make excuses. I probably could have stuck to it if I wanted to, because I did the last 2 years, I did cuts and I stuck to it. So I kind of know what I need. That's why I was able to get away with not tracking exactly, because I know about this much meat is this much protein, this much rice is this much carbs. So I was able just to guesstimate. I still recommend measuring out exactly, because there's times I'd actually measure, I'm like, oh, I was way off. But my point is, when I was not measuring, and like those times I just said, I would measure and be like, oh, I was way off. I was accidentally undercarbing myself, not eating enough carbs. And I know, because all this stuff and all the BS you've been fed your whole life has told you, well, isn't that good? If you're eating less carbs, that means you're losing more weight. That's not true. My body did not look like this. I'm not saying I'm big, but I'm saying you can see my muscles. I have some muscle definition. And when I wasn't getting enough carbs, you couldn't see. I was starting to feel skinny fat, and my body was eating my muscles. I felt like I didn't like it. And I noticed when I started eating the carbs, I was still losing weight, but my body was looking a lot better. So you don't just want to lose weight, you want to lose fat. You don't want to be 200 pounds and lose the only 20 pounds of muscle you have and have the same amount of fat on you, because you're going to look even worse. You're just going to be softer and jiggly. You'd rather keep all that muscle and shred all that fat and be shredded. So it's always think nutrition, not starvation. Always think feeding your body, not depriving your body. So I do cut my carbs when I'm losing weight, but I don't have no carbs. I just have a moderate to lower amount. So I was still eating about 100 grams of carbs every day. And that's for my specific body. You can go online and look at a macro calculator and see the specifics for your body. I've also done videos about how to calculate your macros, so you can watch that. It breaks it down how to do not just your carbs, but also your fats and your proteins. So feel free to watch that. I'll leave a link for that video here. But whatever your carb number is, hit that carb number. Don't think that by eating less carbs, you're gonna lose weight faster. Don't think, oh, if I'm supposed to eat 100 carbs and I'll lose 5 pounds, if I only eat 50, I'll lose 10 pounds. It doesn't work like that. I've said it before, your body has hormones and other things that you're gonna mess with, and you're gonna build up cortisol, you're gonna be stressed, your body's gonna eat your muscle, and no, don't do that. Eat the right amount of carbs, even if you're trying to lose weight. And if you're trying to bulk, you definitely want to eat carbs, because your body's not going to put on the muscle you want if you're lifting heavy but not feeding it right. So short recap, best time to eat carbs: breakfast, before and after workouts. What types of carbs? Complex carbs. Should you cut your carbs if you're trying to eat? Should you cut your carbs if you're trying to lose weight? Yes. Should you eat no carbs or extremely little carbs? No. Any questions? Drop it below. This has worked for me. Like I said, I lost 20 pounds eating carbs. It's just knowing when to eat them and how much. Jason, signing out.